We have no wisdom, but we got the confidence to pull it off.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, let's go.
It's gonna be hilarious if Velvet ends up dead and then Kime comes back and she's like, "What the fuck, guys?"
You killed her! You killed my love! Plot Twist Studio says, I'm going to have so many things to clip tonight. Pardon?
Oh
boy!
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Anyway.
Sorry, Kime. Your girlfriend's
Kime.
dead. I love these two.
God damn it. Jesus Christ. But Velvet!
Liz nodded.
This is a really pretty background.
Mm-hmm. Liz nodded and left the garden. And now, where to next? Work in your office, hang with Akata, visit the castle library, travel to the city library, attend Hilda's lecture. Oh, she might know more about the arcane stuff that we've been researching. We might want to get stronger, though.
Yeah.
Then work in your office.
Lecture?
Alright.
Is that her? I don't remember anymore.
Let's see. Oh, I can't remember. I did not write that down. Go with her.
Okay, well, I'll just take her since you're main. Is Velvet still out visiting another island? Yes, she did mention it would be a quick trip, so her return may be soon. I hope it's worth it. She's missing out on important lessons. That's right. It's a good thing you came in this sleep cycle because you might not have heard. Once Velvet returns, the castle staff will make sure each and every one of you know when to take the exam. Well, you gotta give me room, Scott. Naturally, you can refuse to for whatever reason, but Zuna will remember that.
Will she? All games say that.
It'll be covering everything we've talked about here, but it'll also be testing you to see if you have the critical thinking skills to come up with the correct answer yourself.
Are you going to be throwing hypothetical questions at us?
Yep. For example, judging by the neighboring canvas that has been created, what kind of deity is its creator? And don't worry, it'll be multiple choice.
More blessings.
Now, let me tell you all about Earth's education system.
Wait, let me get my Advil first.
Yeah. Apparently, they don't have multiple teachers in a class, but one, making the process of letting children learn at their own pace nearly impossible. They have a year to learn various subjects from various fields. If they fail to pass the class, they take it over again. And if you're younger, that means you take the entire grade over again.
Yep.
Same. Hold, there's more. The process goes on up until the child graduates college, early 20s for the model Earthling. Now they can take up a trade instead of going to the aforementioned expense and impersonal route, but it's nowhere near the same as ours. For starters, it's not whenever you're ready to enter your craft, but restricted by age and proof you made it through their high school system, basically ensuring you won't be seeing those classes until you're at least 16. That's being very generous. Hold on. I was able to become a licensed detective when I was 18. Are you saying Yep. Were you born on Earth, you'd have to spend way more money to learn things you didn't need for a job you were ready for years prior. You also get free depression, anxiety, and stress. But that's for another lecture. Plot twist is I feel like you're unloading exactly what we're all thinking here. Oh, but don't tell them about how we do things if you don't have to. Even the more open-minded ones tend to embrace the idea of that if a person isn't X age, they're not ready for certain things. No matter what is proved to the contrary or how unfit some humans are to be making such a judgment call. That's such a narrow-minded view. And I agree, but their culture prides themselves on assigning age to all manner of things, and there will be hell to pay if you try to convince them otherwise. So spare yourself the grief and just be happy you live in the universe that puts facts before age. You mean like the facts of how men are second class citizens?
Mm.
Wince loudly.
Mm-hmm.
The social dynamic.
Being reminded of how systematic Earth's education was made you happy school wasn't required for you after hitting the age of 13. You went back to the castle, wondering what you'd be doing if you were a human.
Probably playing VNs.
Mm-hmm. You felt the urge to eat strike, your hunger leading you towards the dining room. What are you two standing next to the dining room for?
Eavesdropping.
We were just wondering where Artemis was. He's always hiding that one. I don't think I know him. That's because he sneaks around everywhere, the silly goose.
Oh
That's
my.
an animal from Earth. Quite right. Earth and Acelerando. I've been visiting the latter. What's it like on that planet? It's surreal. Everyone treats each other equally. Some have fluffy ears, while others have sharper, or even longer ones, and they all speak very eloquently. It's quite the experience.
Furries
Sounds
and elves together?
more likely than you think.
Oh my god.
Sounds better than my trip to Earth.
Is it true that humans can hear music coming out of nowhere?
I have no idea where you heard that from. Asilians can, though. Wait, what? Intriguing now. Apparently it has to do with the mana in the air. Gaia and Earth don't get the privilege.
The Earth, their planet is just fucking singing to them. Amazing.
Trying to get some
I wonder what the
sleep, planet.
Okay. Coco, please. I wonder what the mystery is behind that. Wait, what do their instruments sound like?
Completely different from ours. Can confirm. Their instruments interact with vibrations and air differently than ours do, because their canvas is made up of different materials, down to the type of tool used in its creation.
But air is air, right? Made from Zala and Yom?
Nope. Completely different. Hydrogen and oxygen. You're extremely knowledgeable. Let's just say I'm very good at retaining information. But yeah, it really helps if you look at the canvases as two artists using fundamentally different utensils to create the two universes made up entirely of different mediums. A crude comparison, but perhaps like a painter using traditional paint while another uses digital. I'm afraid I don't know what you mean by digital. But I suppose it helps support your point. You'll likely have a better idea once Clanice's mother comes in with those phones. But I'm starving, so I'm going to leave you two. Later. Until next time, Lady Jenna.
Well, Lady Jenna.
Let's finally get
Best
that
friends.
dinner. Yes. The moment you stepped into the entrance, both Zuna and Joy shifted their eyes to you without delay. They were sitting across from one another, seemingly halfway done with their meals.
Sweats loudly.
Go for it,
I don't
Moon.
know what to do.
You pick.
I
Pick.
don't know what to do. I'm scared. They're both extremely hot and I'm suffering. Uh Dr. Joy, it's been a while. Mm. Hello again, Lady Jenna. I heard you stayed in your office for a few microcycles. Hope things went well for you.
I really hope so. Zuna looked at Joy.
Yes, she was an Earth Day away from a mandatory visit to the garden.
Really? What's in the garden?
It's where I bury bodies.
Wonder why it's
Fresh
flourishing so
air.
much?
Yeah. Should we enjoy the joke?
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, my, how rare. I don't think it's so uncommon that it requires commentary.
This is literally the first time I heard you crack a joke.
She has her fair share, but the stars must align, and then they must perform the blood ritual required to satisfy her innate demands. You are so insufferably silly.
I see that
They're
smile.
friends!
That's
They're friends! I
so
love it!
cute.
They're adorable.
Culliver came out with roasted chicken and plenty of salad.
I
You,
want that.
you took your seat by Joy as Culliver set your plate down in front of you. This is going to taste really good after digging deep into Zol nonsense for the past several cycles.
I'm told you're quite acquainted with Earth, Lady Jenna. Anything in particular stand out during your stay there?
Honestly, the internet taught me more than their best cities ever could.
No.
That's concerning.
Did she go to 4chan?
No,
Did
Jenna,
she go to
no.
4chan?
No wonder you can become such a terrible person. The one thing that stuck with me was how some of them were masters of conveying their messages almost as an art form. Motivational speakers, especially. I might have stolen some ideas from them here and there. And over yonder.
I might have to make time to research all the internet can offer. Oh, you are going down a deep, deep hole. Speaking isn't my forte, but I'm sure it'll have something that will catch my interest.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
If only. If only.
Why would you say that? I am a like, where's that coming from? Get your fucking metaphorical like brain dick out of here. What the fuck is happening? Goodness.
I guess this one?
Yeah. Why, thank you. I will absolutely take you up on that. But for now, I should head for bed. Be well, Lady Jenna.
Joy left his plate on the table and left the dining room. Zuna continued to finish up her meal. Soon after, Zuna placed her fork down and stood up, walking away.
Farewell. She told us bye. That,
Oh.
that's pretty pog.
You decided to start eating your meal while it was cooling down. As others began to enter, you finished your meal and left for your room.
No social time, only sleepy time junction.
That's me constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, I finished everything I wanted to do before sleeping. Ooh.
Yeah, but the end of the Zuna conversation could have been different. Like her nailing us with like a dagger again.
Hmm. Well, I'm sure if we had said that thing about them warming their bed, that would have ended very badly.
Yeah. Like I know that dudes probably don't do murder. Like probably usually not. Like in the case of people who are at the brothel. But I feel like Dr. Joy would have taken some like extra sleeping pills out and just like put them in our food until we died.
You would have been having to hold Zuna back, like.
If Zuna didn't do something, Joy would have.
Time for bed.
Hold on a second.
Hmm?
My cat is doing crime.
As per usual.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. I was also thinking that another way it could have ended differently is that when you first approach the table, you have the option of saying, should I leave you two alone, or deciding who to address. While the one that was like addressing Joy was like, hi Joy, the other one was very pointedly ignoring Joy. So I guess if
Yeah.
you disrespected him a lot, then that would also piss Zuna off.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because also Joy clearly commands a lot of respect just in the social paradigm of the brothel and whatever else goes on in the business side of things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now to just uh answer the door apparently. Hey, your hair isn't fucked up.
Article for you, Lady Jenna.
Right now must be a priority. You took the papers from Volomir's hand, and the headline caught your attention immediately. Seers robbed of their gifts. Oh boy.
This explains why it's happening though, because of that one like framing of hey, we're seeing a bunch of shit going down. That definitely one of those sounds kind of like a coup.
Do you know who sent this, Volomir?
Lady Zuna herself, Lady Jenna.
Oof. That makes sense. Yeah. Thank you for delivering this. You may go. It was a relatively lengthy article, but the importance of it was clear. You weren't the only seer who lost the ability to retain the memories of their many visions. Scientists had seers in labs in the hopes of finding answers to both why this was happening and how the powers came to be to begin with. Lastly, the seers all reported remembering Mara specifically, and it all happened within the span of a cycle. So she's a problem for seers everywhere. But how do we stop her?
Do you suppose that's why Liz knew Mara's name?
Ah, maybe. Maybe, yeah.
Eyes
Though,
emoji.
to be honest, like, the very first time we met Mara, I didn't think she was, like, an exterior figure. I thought she was, like,
Yeah.
someone within, like, Zuna's group who was trying to even the playing field for everyone, since she did mention that. And then,
Yeah.
we immediately found her in the castle.
But apparently she wasn't even supposed to be there. Probably.
Hmm. I'm going to have a hell of a lot to sleep on this sleep cycle. You hurried into bed, wondering what would be in store when you woke up. After what felt like a long, long session of sleeping, you opened your eyes. I wonder how long I slept. No matter, let's get the cycle started. You got dressed, left the room, closed the door behind you, and set out for the day. Before you could step far, you heard footsteps coming from your left.
Just woke up,
Yep. Did I miss anything?
Not a thing. Be pushing it, but you could even catch breakfast. Oh, the dining room is where I'm going.
Separate, I'll keep that in mind. Join, mind if I tag you along? Invite to room, rather.
I do not want to the sex the man, so let us go either with him or no. Or why wouldn't we get food? You know,
Alright, yeah.
not at all.
The two of you started to walk down the hallway in the direction of the lobby.
So what's a lovely lady such as yourself doing tagging along with a humble whore?
Where you're barely spoken, tell me about yourself. You're really cute, so I'm trying to bumble my way into a conversation with you. Imagine being that cute and not knowing why I want to talk to you. Top?
We've barely spoken. Oh, there's a lot to unpack there. What exactly would you want to know?
What's the story between you and Zobi? Will ever imagined life outside of servitude? Anyone catch your interest these days?
Top one? Suppose you were bound to ask that eventually. What's the word for you smart folks? Word that you smart folks use for people who keep defending and arguing for something or someone when they probably shouldn't.
Sycophant? An apologist?
A simp?
A simp?
Yes, a simp. He's one of them. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a ball of laughs, but even I know things could be better. So seeing the little bugger wanting to maintain the status quo bugs me. I don't think he's a bad guy or nothing, but he can fuck right off with that nonsense.
Interesting. Never met a male apologist before.
Right? Probably the only way he makes any money here. Oh, yes, Mrs. Laxey, I agree completely. We men are such silly creatures and ever in need of protection from both others and ourselves. Please like me. Ooh, that's
Damn, that's
hilarious.
harsh. I don't think Zobi is that bad. You, I like you. Stop making me laugh. That's so mean.
I don't know. You pick this one, Coco.
Hmm.
Maybe a little. Frustrating guy, that one.
Oh, I picked up on that. two of you spent the rest of the walk gradually moving away from the topic and focused on making silly, if not clever, jokes at each other. After eating breakfast, the two of you parted ways and you focused on what to do next. And I
That was a
think,
fun altercation.
yeah, I think we will go ahead and end things right there. Oh boy, we
Yeah.
got a lot of stuff happening in this one.
Yeah. We did a lot.
But seems
It
like,
helped that we had a work montage, though.
yeah, that did work. That did help. But it seems I am very worried. Seems like we are getting a lot of new factions that are opening up. Though I don't know if they're connected or if like they're different groups but similar goals. But like with
It's very
Tane
exciting.
and yeah,
And Margaret's group, and
like oh
thing
boy,
the
are we
thing
gonna
was
get a
that
revolution?
are we gonna get mad crazy social change? Let's fucking go.
At least I don't think we have to worry about Velvet being dead. Since
I mean, they did say they weren't gonna kill her, and that they
yeah.
were on the same side? Question mark.
Yeah, which is like what leads me to believe that since Velvet is trying to enact all those changes, that's their focus and why there might be a connection with Tanae and whatever she
Yeah,
and Vincent are up to.
since they're apparently an item.
I wonder if we had
That's my guess.
I wonder if we had when we had first met Tanae and spoken with her, if we had been like, no wait, we're on your side, if we might have gotten more information about that. Like she might have been skeptical, but who
She's also kind
knows?
of sus as fuck. Like when she was like in there, like there's been so many characters who have been complimentary, but then immediately like flip to the I'm going to like full on try to have sex with this person. Like it's like this person did walk into a brothel and is now perception wise hitting on the doctor.
Hmm.
Yeah, I could see how we ended up in that sort of who the fuck are you? Why are you here? Get out. Like sort of loop.
Hmm.
Because also she didn't really seem to affect a personality toward us even initially that was friendly.
Hmm.
That was my interpretation though.
I don't know if it, I mean, I think there might have been that, but I felt like that was probably an assumption on her part since we are one of the apprentices. So she was
Yeah.
assuming that we were automatically on board with, the treatment of men, the status quo.
Yeah.
Hmm. But yes, thank you so much for joining us again, and again, apologies to anyone who may have been lurking, who was not able to chat
Was
because
not
of
able to
the
chat.
subscriber thing. We're going to
Yeah.
have to make a note to be sure to put that on and off whenever we're offline and we come back online.
Yeah.
Right now, I know one person who is streaming, and I do believe it is their birthday today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give them a raid. Thank you
Who got
all
a
for
birthday?
coming. Yeah. And tomorrow at 11 a.m., Kime will probably be streaming gotcha stuff. Then at 5 p.m. that same day, it is The World Ends With You. And then on Sunday at probably 12 p.m., Kirane and myself will be continuing Hot of a Boyfriend.
Oh god.
Perfect timing.
Alarm went off. Okay.
Take care,
Bye
everyone.
bye.